Hello, welcome to Klein Farm Channel. Today I'm going to do a video on the Tonka Excavator I just bought for the kids for Christmas. Growing the big collection of Tonka 952 series. All these trucks are part of the Tonka 952 except the concrete mixer. That is an older one that's probably about 10 to 15 years old. And the tow truck doesn't say 952 on it, but it's brand new, so it's part of the 952. Now I bought this one at Target for $29. It was like 20% off, so it was a little less than that. I bought it like a week or two before Christmas. Now I was looking at this one, and I was looking at the Caterpillar one that they have at Walmart, because Walmart doesn't sell Tonka toys anymore. Online they do, but not in store. At least any of the stores I go around. But the Caterpillar one, I think, is probably superior to this one. The Caterpillar one has a lot more plastic though. Like the Tonka one, here's steel on the yellow part, the black part, and the bucket is steel, which really surprises me because most of all the other Tonka trucks, their buckets are plastic. And the grater blade on the bulldozer, plastic, but this right here, the black bucket on the excavator, that's all steel. Now the arm is plastic and everything else is plastic except the yellow and the black there on the cab. And it has tracks, and at first I thought it was the same tracks as the bulldozer, but it has separate tracks, completely different than the bulldozer. Now there are 3 current Tonka vehicles that have tracks: the trencher, the excavator, and the bulldozer. And all 3 are different sizes. The trencher is the smallest. The bulldozer is almost the same size as the excavator, but the excavators, well, actually they might be about the exact same size. Maybe not. I was thinking the excavators were longer and skinnier and the bulldozers were wider, but they look about the same. Let's take them off and see. This one came off the excavator, and this one came off the bulldozer. Let's see. Well, the bulldozer fit on the excavator. Yes, the bulldozer tracks will fit on the excavator, so they are the same size. The bulldozers feel a lot softer and a lot more rubbery than the excavator. The excavator feels more hard and plastic. Now, it could be from a year or two, about 2 years of playing with the bulldozer, and this is brand new. That could be, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they felt this soft from the very beginning. Let's put them back on. And it's always been very easy to put the tracks back on the bulldozer and the grater, trencher, I mean. Let's see about putting the tracks back on to the excavator. Should be just as easy. It was a little bit harder, but just because they're like hard plastic. They're rubber, it's the same kind of rubber, but they're just sharper and harder at the moment. It has very heavy steel axles and the good Tonka plastic interweaving there to make them strong. And this side here, the yellow part, I think this is just a sticker. This is not steel, this is plastic. But yeah, you can see right there the bubbling. This yellow part is just a sticker on the side of there. But other than that, I like the part that the cab on here is the exact same cab as the Mighty Dump and the crane and the cement truck. It has the classic Tonka cab on it. It is a little ugly though too. And of all the excavators and backhoe toys I've had over the years, I think the lever to work it on this one is about the dumbest. It doesn't stay up on its own. Like, it won't sit up like that by itself. You let go, it's just gonna fall to the ground. But see, you need two hands to do it. You hold up the yellow lever here to lift it, then the black lever, you can extend it out, pull it back, but you can't really dump it. But this is the first time I've seen a Tonka excavator. They may have made one back in the 50s or 60s, 70s, I don't know. But the first time I've seen one really like this. And I like it, but I think they could have did that a little bit better. And it has the same Tonka window there in the back where you can put a little toy figure in there to drive it. There's Mickey Mouse driving it right now. And Farmer Mickey Mouse. But, of course, an excavator has to spin around 360 degrees. It absolutely can do that. And the kids love it. It definitely has their attention. And it lives up to their standards. And like I said earlier, I think the Caterpillar one that Walmart sells may be the better option. They're right around the same price. They're both $20-some. So they're pretty competitive in price. The Caterpillar one is almost all plastic, which this one is almost all plastic. There's just a little bit of metal, 3 little pieces here that are steel. But the Caterpillar one makes noises, has buttons, and has a better lever action to dig with. But I foresee years and years of abuse and enjoyment and playing with this without it breaking. All the Tonka trucks we have almost the entire line. There's only one that's broke, and it only broke a little bit. And the only one that broke, the trencher, is still just as good as ever, even though it broke. It had a little ball right here that you move up and down, and it lifts the backhoe up and down. And that was a whole lot better of an idea than this. Like, they should have had a little ball like that to lift this arm up and down. It would have worked significantly better, because there's a little ball, is lifted up and down, and the trencher is a backhoe, and essentially is just a mini excavator that can't spin around. Doesn't have a wide range of motion as an excavator that can turn 360 degrees. But the ball only broke off of there from a teenager stomping on it. And not on purpose, is walking through the living room and stomping. But it broke off, but it still works just as good as ever. They just have to use their hands to dig with it. So, the people that say the Tonka trucks are not as good a quality as they used to be, that's 100% true. Because they're plastic. They're not steel. But it's also a lot of rubbish, because plastic does not rust. how many Tonka trucks, dump trucks from the 70s do you see that are not completely rusted out? Not too many. Now with these, they have the best of both worlds. They have steel and plastic on them. Just like the front end loader there. There's a front end loader at my grandfather from probably the 60s or 70s. And it's all completely rusted out and all bent up. You can't even move anything on it anymore from sitting outside for so long. Now these, if you let them sit outside for 40 years, I don't know if the plastic would melt, or not melt, but decay and turn real brittle and just break apart as soon as you touch it. I don't know. But it all depends how thick the plastic is, and it seems pretty thick. But overall, I'd say that the new Tonka trucks are very high quality, and they're very good toys. I have 3 toddlers, and they are very hard on toys. I remember when I opened up that Tonka bulldozer there for the very first time 2 years ago, and I thought as soon as I opened it, this thing's gonna get broken within a day or at least a week. But it hasn't. And they are very rough with it. Now the action here to lift the blade up and down seems very flimsy, but it can hold up to a lot of punishment. They are very hard on it. They pick it up, throw it. They throw all of them. They're rough with them. They're boys. And they are hard on toys. But I've never regretted once buying them Tonka trucks, because they can take all the punishment that they give them. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, send a tip. I hope you all had a Merry Christmas. Have a Happy New Year. Please share the video. Have a great day.